Boom! We are live. That intro does nothing but energize me, right? It just picks you up. It's that hard pounding rock beat. Boom! At any rate, this is Stan Shields here with Dr. Victoria Boyd of System Summits, actually Dr. Victoria Boyd of the Philanthropreneur Foundation, who is the sponsor of Systems Summits. And so, good morning, Dr. Boyd. How are you?
Good morning. Great to be on Podcast System Summit Live.
Podcast System Summit Live. Cool. All right. So now, if you're watching, you could be watching from either YouTube or from Facebook. Make sure that you like, subscribe. What is it? What are the other things? Like, subscribe, or follow, or whatever it is on any of those platforms. If you're on those platforms, do that so you can then join us in future episodes. Okay.
Absolutely.
And let's see here. So we're going to chat today. We're going to talk about we're going to talk about speakers. And so we've got our System Summit that comes up in January, right? So January 27th and 28th is the next summit. So
yes,
let's for people that have never watched any of these broadcasts before, I think it makes sense that we let everybody know what is System Summits. It's an event that we're going to do that's a quarterly event. Next one's January 27th and 28th. So what is System Summits? And maybe give us what was the impetus? What was it that prompted you to put something out like System Summits?
Well, the Philanthropreneur Foundation's mission is to build capacity through education, awareness, and resources. And so therefore, what we do is provide training. We have a brick and mortar training center, but basically since March it's been closed. And so we needed to brainstorm and figure out how we could still deliver our services. Virtually, we had thought about it before. The pandemic said, do it now. And so we've created System Summit. It is a learning platform with speakers where you will come and learn tips, strategies, insight, find out about tools. It's about awareness, education. We have resources that you can tap into. It's for micro businesses or those small entities, nonprofit and for-profit, that really need to look at some of their internal systems and processes and how to make them effective and efficient. And we are here to help you do that. And so System Summit and all of our resources, in fact, this show is a resource that we provide so that you can get more insight on why you need to show up for these summits.
Perfect. And so now the summit that is coming up, we are currently in the process of calling for speakers.
Yep.
Right. And so let's chat a little bit about maybe that in terms of the speakers that we're looking for speakers. What are we looking for? Or maybe just give us a little bit of info on that.
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of background. My background is education. I have multiple degrees in education. And so education is the core value of the summit. And therefore, we're looking for speakers that can present value-driven presentations. That means our attendees from your presentation will walk away with a simple solution that they can implement immediately. Is it about you selling a product? No, not really. But if you're recognized as an industry expert, and if you get people to trust you and know you, they're going to take that next step and want to find out more. So then it's about how do you put that presentation together? Our speakers are international. They come from around the world, global, and they bring a value that they feel they must share. Many of our business owners, this is their first opportunity delving into this experience because of what we're going through, that everything needed to go virtual. But the Philanthropreneur Foundation has a reputation for excellence in the training realm and everything we do. And so we felt we couldn't just go with the Zoom things. Yes, we did that out of necessity because it was more important to just show up. But we took it a little bit further. did a lot of research on virtual summit platforms. And so with System Summit, we're using advanced technology, a learning management system, where each speaker really gets a boatload of perks and benefits of why they should be a speaker with System Summit. And you can apply anytime because we need speakers all year round.
All year round because
we have 4 summits every year, each quarter, January, April, July, and October. We launched in this past October, and I felt it was phenomenal. But we're kicking up our heels and getting ready to do January. And honestly, the response for speakers has been quite good. But we still have a lot of spots to fill throughout the year. So we want, even if you're just thinking about it, apply, and maybe we can help you down that road to making some good decisions on what you will present.
Now we say we've got we want speakers throughout the whole year, and so each summit has its own theme. So January's theme is going to be passion, purpose, and profits. Yes. And so we've got other themes for the other summits that are going to be throughout the year. So while a speaker may not qualify or their topic may not be right for this particular summit, it could be for a different summit. Is that correct?
And also, we always hit upon what we call our 5 core areas: project management, human resources, marketing and sales, accounting and finance, and business development. And so those are always going to be sprinkled throughout the summit, because our theme is purpose, passion, purpose, and profits. If you can tie that into your presentation, which we would love you to do, then fantastic. But we will look and review topics that fit any of those topic areas, because those are things that, and we've said it before, people need to hear multiple times, yes, in order to understand.
Yes, I know I do for sure. So now let's talk a little bit about speakers. For instance, there are a lot of people out there. There's really 2 kinds of speakers, or 2 categories of speakers, so to speak. There are people who want to make their profession as speakers, and they are typically looking for a platform. But then there's also people that aren't necessarily trying to be speakers, but they are maybe business owners, and speaking could be a great way for them to actually drive new business, right? Absolutely. So let's talk about those 2 categories for a second.
In this day and age, business owners need to be multifaceted, because, as I said, the research is indicating these virtual platforms are here to stay. And if you want to have impact and have a presence in all of the platforms and reach your potential audience where they are online. And so by making sure that you develop your skills to be a presenter in the virtual platform, that's what you really need to think about. Now, don't let it scare you, because System Summit has a ton of tools to help you. We have training, resources, and we can walk you through that process. I even wrote a book, reaching for it now, called Webinar Secrets, which really digs deep into creating a value-driven educational type presentation. And so don't let "I haven't done that before" scare you or deter you from applying. Come to some of our summits and see what's presented. And you'll probably say, "Oh, I can do that." But we're here to help you. That's one of the benefits I see of this summit, is because we are your resource. Now, on the other side, we're talking about professional speakers. And we have a collaboration with a great guy, Jim Root, who is actually president of the National Speakers Association, the Las Vegas chapter. And he is he's familiar with that whole speaking genre of professional speakers, and he's here to offer tips and strategies. Is it a different type of presentation? Not really, because it all has to be educationally driven and we have to have all of that in place. So we look for both types because I think it will bring a great mixture, and I can see growth happening with business owners understanding the value of really getting involved in some virtual events.
Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of business owners don't recognize the power of events, okay? Because and we tend to sometimes think of driving new business through the normal marketing channels of maybe some kind of advertising, or just the paid advertising or the paid promotions or those kinds of things. But when you start to look at events, and nowadays so many events are virtual, that putting those events to work for you can just be gigantic for
Absolutely.
your business, right? And video, I think, as we move forward, video is already on this steep trajectory
Yes.
because more and more video is being consumed daily. And I wish I knew some of the statistics, but it's astounding to me how much video is growing. In fact, what's so interesting about that, if you know the history of it, we're broadcasting live on Facebook today. Back in, I believe, I want to say it was 2015, 2016, Facebook was not even doing live broadcasting yet.
Right.
The platform was Periscope. Everybody was on Periscope live broadcasting, and it was a craze. It was exciting. It was this new thing. Facebook recognized that the live broadcasting was going to be a big thing, and video was going to be a big thing. YouTube recognized that it's a big thing. LinkedIn has even started doing live broadcasting and so forth. And the point with Facebook, though, is interesting because you used to be able to post a video on Facebook. You could record a video and post it. Mm-hmm. And that video would get lots of engagement because they had started promoting video. Now you get maximum engagement if you do live video.
Well, right? And I want to say, yes, we do that, but System Summit is different.
Right.
Because we are not using a live platform. And that's why I said we're not your normal Zoom, because there is no shelf life unless you record it and keep it there.
Right.
All of our presentations are pre-recorded, and there's several benefits for doing that. First of all, my sanity. I don't go crazy trying to worry about technology. But first, you are able to create a quality presentation, because if you don't like it the first time, re-record it and do it again. Push the stop or pause button and start over. And so the quality of our presentations are phenomenal. And then the next thing is, people have access to our platform if they do an all access pass or one of our upgrades for a lifetime. That means your training, your impact is there. But also with System Summit, you are establishing yourself as an expert in your industry, an authority, because you're providing educational content. There are tons of videos. I mean, we could do live. We could shut this off and go back on Facebook or YouTube and go live again. But to have it structured and created for a specific purpose, that's where the value really comes. And just being able to make your mark in what I call, this internet highway that is there permanently is very powerful for speakers. And so you want to think about, is it good for your business? Absolutely, because virtual summits are here to stay. Now, are they all created equal? No. Like I said before, we jumped on the virtual highway just to show up. And so now as a speaker, you want to start exploring what is a good match for you and your business? What is a good platform that is worth your time and energy? Because yes, you will have to create this presentation. And how will you get your return on investment by participating in whichever summit you pick. That's where we heavily put a lot of our emphasis, the return on investment for speakers.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so when we think about what's that return on investment, I mean, give us maybe a couple of examples. What is it? What are they going to get out of being a speaker on System Summit?
Okay.
And well, go ahead and answer that.
Every business needs marketing awareness.
Right.
Every business.
Right.
That's like number two, or if it's not one. But that also is a challenge for most micro businesses. And so marketing, we have used marketing, or we focus on marketing a lot, because not only do we provide all of the tools, literally, we provide graphics and support. We can even do videos for you. We provide everything a speaker needs to promote that speaker. And all you have to do as a speaker is provide the content. And so once you provide the content, then you get a toolkit, literally a toolkit, or the resource vault of all of these tools. It's even mapped out on a calendar for you how to do it. And so the value, the return on investment, is the amount of exposure and marketing that's already put together for you. Now, what you do is go out there and you talk to your network, and what happens, they see you as a speaker on this professionally put together platform or event, and your credibility skyrockets out the roof, because wow, they're speaking with all of those people. Wow, they must be really good. Maybe I need to check that out. And so you're building a reputation of someone that people will know, because your face will be there. You'll be able to talk to attendees one-on-one, but also you're creating and establishing yourself as an authority on your topic.
Fantastic. And so when we, one of the other benefits when we think about with System Summits is that there are some packages that people can buy that will give them access to these events for the remainder of their life. I mean, lifetime access, right, to these events. And so, while I'm a huge proponent of live video, one of the things that really makes sense, though, is that now you've got access to this training that is stored so that you can't learn everything at the time that you're watching it, right? You kind of have to take pieces, implement, and then, watch again, because just like we've talked numerous times, every time you watch a movie, you learn more, or you see more in that movie than what you saw the first time, right? So we learn more each time. Every time we read a book or a story, or we read something in whatever, we'll learn more each time, and then we just take it and we implement more with it. So,
and we got two great testimonials, sort of referencing what you're just talking about. One was from an attendee who was excited because he had to miss a part of it, but then when he realized that he could come in and go and watch any of the sessions at any time while he was in there, he said that was worth its weight in gold, just totally, because he didn't have to worry about missing something in the 48 hours that the conference is, I'll say live, but up and running. But those that also went ahead and got the lifetime pass, I mean, they can go back anytime. And then from a speaker's perspective, and you've mentioned it too, they thought having pre-recorded sessions was a downer, that just won't work. But one of our speakers, his first thing he said, I doubted that this would work, but it worked so well that I think this is the only way to go moving forward, because you can focus on putting great content together, record it, and then be done with that. Let the attendees watch it, and then you can be present. And we always talk about, you got to be present and show up. You can be present to answer questions real time with the attendees that are currently watching your presentation. And so you don't have to split your attention and worry about, am I getting all of my points in? that's been done already for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
put together and it's there as the training. Now you can focus on building those relationships, talking to people real time, and actually, ask them to set up an appointment for later. It's the
Mm-hmm.
part
Mm-hmm.
of the whole package and strategies that we've put together.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So where is it that people go? How would they apply if they wanted to get more info?
There you go. You just popped it on the screen, because right now our main page for System Summit is how speakers sign up, because that is
Okay.
what we're focused on right now. In about 2.5 weeks, we'll be switching to what's coming next. But right now, the main site, systemsummit.com, you can put in an inquiry right there. And it's 3 different steps. First, you put in an inquiry with your title and a real brief description of what you want to do. And we're reviewing first to see if it's in alignment with what we're looking for or what the whole summit is about. We also have to check to make sure that no other speaker has grabbed that title or that specific topic or content,
Mm-hmm.
because we offer content exclusivity at each summit. If someone else has grabbed it, we'll ask if you want to be moved to the next summit. If it doesn't match, we'll say, do you have another title? Do you have another topic you might want to talk about? Because that one really isn't matching what we do. And the reason we do that, it's not that we don't love you. It's that we want to make sure you do get your return on investment. And because there are so many summits out there, and I've seen people just jump on summits. Yeah, I'll speak, but it's not a good match. It's not
Mm-hmm.
good for the developer and
Mm-hmm.
producer, and it's not good for you, because you still need to have the audience that's being targeted match what you are about. And so we're looking out for you. It's not that we don't love you. It's that we're hoping that we can bring more alignment with what your business is. And so
Mm-hmm.
then finally, if that passes, you get what is called the full application. And that's where we have to dig deep and get headshots and all of that other information. And we'll actually, one of our team members will actually reach out to you and ask some more specific questions as we bring onboard you into the system whole process.
Okay. So really, it sounds like with System Summits coming in and speaking, I mean, we're not going to just take people and kind of just throw them in there. There's actually going to be some training that goes along with it. There's we're helping to make their video the most professional that it could possibly be. We're giving them truly some tools and resources that's going to help them be successful with speaking at an event like this.
Absolutely. It's not so much all about building a database or lists and all that. Yeah, that's a great perk and benefits of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really making our speakers shine. We even invite them, they'll be invited onto this podcast or this show, the System Summit show, and invited to our networking events and, different strategies that we have for putting you out there. But you're going to gain so much more than just the presentation part of it. You'll hopefully walk away and will have improved your speaking skills 100%. I don't know. It just depends on where you start.
Right,
but at least you will understand what it really means to develop the outcomes, the title, the description, all of that things that are really vital and key components when you're doing something virtually or in a conference type format. I've done live and virtual conferences, and both still need title and descriptions that attract attendees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's certain elements that need to go into both of those. And so we're happy to share that information to make our speakers better at what they do.
Okay, perfect. Now I threw Blitzer up here because you mentioned networking, and that is actually one of the strategies or tools that we're using to, one, help potential attendees, past attendees, speakers, past and present and future, connect and do some one-to-one networking. So every Tuesday morning, we do our breakfast blitzer. I need to make a banner that says Tuesday morning breakfast blitzer or something like that. But people can find it at the address that's right there on the screen. You can find it and join us for that. It's a 7:30 a.m. breakfast networking meeting, basically. Yep. So we'll do a really short little introduction and talk a little about System Summit, but then we go into somewhere between 5 and 7 individual face-to-face networking events on this very cool platform called Blitzer, which really makes it super simple to do these online networking and that kind of a thing. So, so we've got that. Now, at the same time, we are with System Summit, there are sponsorship opportunities, right?
Yeah. And so let's remember the Philanthropreneur Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit. And so we are always looking for support, especially in these times because our brick and mortar training center has been closed. But sponsorship, once again, provides a perfect marketing platform that will not only show your company is engaged in community support, community engagement, and you can use it as cause marketing, but it will feature and highlight your company to a wide range and a big audience. When we have the speakers and the sponsors, not speakers, but the sponsors come on. Well, speakers can't be sponsors. We will have a banner that will show the name and website of some of our sponsors. That will be starting in December. Sponsors gain a lot of exposure. And if you want to learn more about it, please go to sponsors-opportunities at System Summit, because I really map out, first of all, what is cause marketing and why you as a business need to be doing it, because 84% of consumers will go with a company that demonstrates cause marketing. To me, that's the number one return on investment. But I have a lot of other information on the sponsor-opportunities page. Go check it out. Just go to System Summit and start checking out the tabs and things that are there. You'll see speakers from the last event and you know what that schedule was. Will the next one have that exact same schedule? Probably not. We're always looking to improve, but check out systemsummit.com.
Perfect. Now, we want to just quick shout out to Dr. T, who's watching again today. So Dr. T, we appreciate you hanging out with us. And she put a little note there, said, great intel. Thanks again. Chunking, what did she say? Chunking and allowing for asynchronous learning. It is amazing. So thank you, Dr. T, for jumping on and participating and showing the love. So thank you very much with it. All right, that is really the end of our show for today. Now, are there any last words that you'd like to share with people other than I'm going to ask them to follow us and all of that kind of stuff, but any other last words?
Well, just know that they can reach out if they have specific questions about System Summit being a speaker, because I have been getting some inquiries, specific. Just schedule a chat with me, 15 minutes at drvictoriaboyd.com/book me. And you can ask some real specific questions. I know we've got a lot of information. If you, once again, go to System Summit, you'll see a lot of that. But a lot of the things don't even come out until you're confirmed as a speaker. But I can give you some intel on that. You can earn affiliate commission. So that's another thing that we didn't even get a chance to talk about today.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one next time.
All right.
All right. So if you've joined us today and you want to get more, go to the systemsummits.com for that. But make sure that you follow us, like us, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. That would be amazing. Subscribe to the Philanthropreneur Foundation channel and be sure to join us in the future. Now we're going to exit. We're going to leave on our intro video because this is just a cool video and a whole bunch of people don't ever see it because they join us in the middle of the broadcast, right? Somewhere in there. So we'll see you next time for the next event, and you have an amazing day.